Okay, I just dropped off Emily at a conference for her work, which is happening downtown at a hotel. And then I needed someplace to go to eat my breakfast and drink my coffee, but I didn't know where to go, and I didn't want to go to like a chain place. So I saw people coming into this building, which I've been in here before, but I don't think it's technically open right now. I think there's some other sort of conference happening here, but I just walked in and sort of acted like I knew what I was doing and walked right past the security guard. And now I'm in this area where nobody is, just sort of quietly hanging out and trying to check this place out too. This is actually a really cool place. It's sort of like an interactive museum and a library and a history center. But I've also seen concerts here. They have like cool little like concert halls, and I want to try to get around and see as much as I can before they find me. Well, they just found me. I was coming out of the elevator to come back to the first floor because apparently there's a Cole Porter room, and I've heard about it before, but I haven't actually seen it. And I was gonna try to go over there. Right as I was coming out, a security guard came in the elevator door. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, I said I came in with the conference and I was just trying to explore. And he said, "Yeah, we saw you on the cameras." So I had to leave. But now I'm just kind of hanging out by there's this cool canal that runs right by this building here. So I'm gonna try to hang out here for a little bit, maybe read, maybe walk around, and just kind of explore a little bit. Okay, I came across the street to the Indiana State Library, and I actually checked this time that they are officially open, so I'm not going to be sneaking in. I don't really want to get kicked out of two places in one day, so I'm going to check this place out. I've never been there before. Okay, this room is really cool. The woodwork is really crazy and the lighting is really neat too. It's very quiet and it feels like this is a very historic and important room. And I'm actually not sure if I'm supposed to be here, but I didn't see any signs that said like staff only or anything like that. Okay, I just left the state library, and before I left I stopped in their bookshop, which is closing at the end of the year, so right now everything is 60% off. And they have some really good books in there, so I actually bought two. I found this one about Abraham Lincoln that says, Lincoln's Melancholy, How Depression Challenged a President and Fueled His Greatness. So I thought that sounded really interesting. And then they also had, boom, John Green, and I actually haven't read any of John Green's stuff, but I've been wanting to, so I picked up The Fault in Our Stars. So both of these books together were like $12, and they have a lot more stuff in there. They have some really interesting history books and books about like Indiana law from like the 1800s, which looked pretty old. They had a lot of other interesting stuff in there too, like some of the modern coloring books for like coloring scenes of Indianapolis and Indiana University, and then like a local authors section, and then just a lot of books about Indiana. They had the David Baker book in there, and some Cole Porter stuff, and a lot of other cool stuff. And the nice people at the desk there also gave me their flyer for their info on their podcast that they have and their blog. So I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay, so this is a little snapshot of what warming up looks like. So something like this happens just about every day. This is my second practice session. Before I went downtown today, I did just some long tones when I first got up, just to sort of like get the blood flowing in my face. And now I'm just trying to get my fingers really locked in. So basically I'm trying to stay relaxed, trying to keep a good airflow going, and trying to just lock things in with the metronome. But I'll do this for maybe about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on how I feel. Then I'll take a break, have lunch, and do some other stuff, and then I'll come back and work on some actual music, like if I'm learning songs or transcription or working on like a soloing concept or anything like that. But right now it's purely just technical work, just trying to sound good on the instrument and feel comfortable. Okay, I'm headed to Butler University to do a quick recording session with the faculty.
So basically, I mean, if we're gonna take the most solid take.
Some of my favorite Chinese food in Indianapolis, which is from Zhang's Garden at 38th Street and College. So the trick here is to get General Tso's chicken, which comes with rice, and the chicken lo mein together. And then you mix it all together into one plate. And if you get the large size in both, you'll get a good 3, 4, or maybe even 5 meals out of it total. So then you just save the leftovers in the fridge, and then you can just come back to it. And what you got to do is pair it with some sort of delicious beer, such as this Three Floyds Gumball Head.
They have deviled eggs.